Hello and welcome to my channel once again. I'm Mark Petros. In today's presentation, I am going to show you the trip and the road from Port Moresby to Sogeri. This is the trip that was taken by vehicle on the road. This was just traveling on the road and taking this video. Okay, so that is the presentation that I'm going to now present to you. Give it a liking, subscribe, and also give it a thumbs up. As you will note in the video recordings, there are discussions that we have done in regard to certain developments or business activities or has taken place on this road, which is the Sogeri Highway. In addition to what you will hear in the video recording, I just want to briefly explain and inform. So this is the road that goes to Sogeri. It's from the outside of the Port Moresby, outskirts of Port Moresby. If I can start from probably the 9 mile, that's where the cemetery is. And after past 9 mile is the British Industries. That's the company manufactures and produces these spirits and hard stuff. Unfortunately, the video recording I have done started just about when we were approaching Nature Park. Okay, Nature Park is one of the development that was done. I think it's probably about some more than 5 years now that this nature park has existed. Okay, on the right of that, on the opposite side of the road is Pacific Adventist University, and that's about a couple of meters inside. And then following on that, coming all the way, there is this farm, Ilimo farm that was done before, but it's no longer there. It's only the structures, so some buildings which were part of that Ilimo farm before, they existed. But the Ilimo farm is no longer there. That was a farm for mostly for the chicken. And as you come further, there is this Laloki High School, and as well as there is this Pacific Brewery or Pacific Beer Factory where they produce this Pacific beer. That's the new beer now in circulation, and I think that probably was done some 3-5 years ago. Yeah, and then past that one is this famous oxen farm factory, this red oxen farm, and True Blue Beef of PNG. Yeah, that's the factory. Then coming up along the road is some hotels and guest house and bungalows. I think you would have seen Bluffin, and I think the other one is Dixie Bungalows. And there are some other small ones, and as well as some other private areas that created for picnics. So if people want to go for picnic along that river, can go there and go and have the picnic there. Then further up along the road, there's some stations that now belongs to this PNG, formerly Eldorado, and those were some treatment plants and purification plants as well. And there are some dams also along the way. You will note along the way there are pipes that comes from the Sirinu dam. After it is been dammed and come down, they put in two sets of pipes. One is for the water and one is for the hydro. So which comes down to hydro plant there. So that's where this power is generated from. As well as there are some station that belongs to PNG Power. There would be some, I think something like Rouna 1, Rouna 2, Rouna 3, Rouna 4, I think up to Rouna 5. That's along the way. By the way, just to warn, here the road is quite steep as you come up in the middle along the way. So the road is winding and it's quite narrow as well because it's all rocky. So I think in the initial construction of the road, they couldn't make it any bigger, and as well, I think the bigger you try to dig, the more possibility that can be created for the landslides. Yeah, so I think it was just carved out, just a little bit of soil was carved out just to create enough road for the vehicles to pass through. But it's still a two-lane road, but it's quite narrow. Yeah, so it's winding and narrow and a little bit steep. So maybe this is a warning to the drivers. If you are going there, you ensure that you are sober and you are mature and experienced a little bit. Plus, must have roadworthy vehicles to travel it. Yeah, because it's steep and it's quite dangerous. So to avoid any accidents, because if you do run off the road, You know, the gully goes right down to the bottom of the valley, and that's where the river is. So and it's quite a distance. I think it must be some 300 meters down. I think somewhere around there. So it's quite dangerous. Just want to show you by Google Map. Just it's not very clear because the area is quite big, so I cannot zoom in any further. Otherwise, I'm going to miss the point. Okay, this green dot here, that's the nature park. Okay, so that's where I started taking the video from there all the way up. This is the Sogeri Highway, Sogeri Road, all the way up to Sogeri. So you can see on this road film that I did, Sogeri, that's the route that we have traveled, and that's where the videos are taken from. Okay, the road from Port Moresby to Sogeri is about 40 kilometers. Lookout that we stopped at is just around here. This is the lookout. There should be a road here. If I zoom in, okay, so you will see here, this is the road that comes to the Variarata National Park. If I move it a bit in like this, then we have the Sogeri Lodge there, the Kokoda Trail Motel is there, and this is the Kokoda Track Road. So if we go this way, if I take you all the way, let us follow. You see, it's quite a long road up until to Owers corner. This is where the road stops, and then the climb will start from here. This is where the walk starts from Owers corner, then go through the range here, and then this road here comes up. This one here continues all the way to Sogeri National High School here, and the Koitaki Country Club right up there. And this is the road here, just following this range that goes to the Sirinumu Dam. I just want to show you the road that goes to Sogeri, and as well as those other developments or business activities or business projects that exist there. So those are around that area. So if you want to visit those places, this is the road that you will take. Thank you and enjoy your view. Now this is the road to Sogeri, and right here is just at the outskirts of Port Moresby, and what's this? What they call this place?
The nature park.
Nature park. You can see those wheelie there. You know, you get on there and you are spinning in the air. Yeah, that's the setup.
We're now at 15 miles.
15 mile. You might want to see the guy behind the mic. We still have Ilimo farm here.
Yeah.
We passed that already. But this their setup here. I think this is the farm area and the houses, accommodation. Yeah, see those old buildings there. That's part of that. And that project was the Ilimo farm name was one of the household names before. In the 80s, 90s. And right ahead of us, that mountain range there, that's the Sogeri Range, Owens Range, that eastern tip of Papua New Guinea, what they call Milne Bay and Escape.
This high school is the primary school.
So that's the Laloki High School.
Farm, bakery. This is the new paradise. This one, Pacific Beer.
This is the Pacific
Beer.
Beer
Yeah, the
Factory.
New factory.
And that's
brewery.
the oxen farm. So the factory is inside there. Somebody's house. river there.
Bluffing.
And this is Bluffing. This guest house in here. So you want to get out of the city, you can come and relax somewhere here and wash in the river.
It's 16 miles.
16 mile. You know that place that we came to for the picnic before?
Just, yeah.
The road that leads into that is just around the corner.
Just a few meters here.
Here it is. Yeah. So that's where we went. I forgot the name. Rocky,
yeah.
something Rocky.
Yep.
That's another picnic place, barbecue place and cooking area. Also a place to go and wash.
There's another one. 17 miles.
So private properties owned by individuals.
It's Dixie
bungalows. Oh yeah, we came here when we had this restructure formulation of this corporate land.
That's looking up there is Barirata Park there.
Barirata Park.
Barirata.
Oh, okay.
If we have time, we might drive in there.
Oh, we can go in from.
Yep. Up there. When we finish from there.
Oh yes, okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. We can pay some fees. Yeah, so that's the range.
That's the gap there. We're going up, driving up that way.
So this is all grassland with eucalyptus. Yeah, savanna. So that's the forest type that is common, and this type also extends all the way to Western Province and crosses over to Australia as well.
Yeah.
All of Australia more or less is this type of
Exactly.
forest or vegetation. The road is quite narrow here, so we have to put a horn, and I hope the opposite vehicle come in here, since otherwise it's another story. So now we are going up this Sogeri Road. It's quite steep.
That's main water supply.
Okay, if you can see that white pipe there, that's a water pipe that comes from the dam on top there, Sirinumu, where the reservoir is, and the dam, and it comes down through that pipe to the city. But it passes through certain purification station. So the water eventually gets purified and treated. The final treatment plant is down at Mount Ariama.
This is the pinch power.
And that's where they do that treatment.
Yeah, this pinch power site. The technical, people that keep the power station, especially the turbines.
Yeah, yes.
How many turbines? Rouna 1, Rouna 2, Rouna 3, Rouna 4, Rouna 5.
So this is where the Rouna
that's
is?
down there, Rouna 2, that's where
yeah,
the
so from up there.
Another one is down there that we just passed.
So
that's
the same water pipe in here, that's it's a water pipe for the water that comes into the city of Port Moresby. You see there?
Those two, another one is for the water, another one is for the power. On the right is the power. On the left is
the big one is the one
water,
that comes
main water supply.
Yeah, so which comes through to power. And that is power generating from the water is what?
Hydro.
Yeah, quite a rugged place, and rocky, windy and narrow. So that's a PNG power setups.
That's where the turbine is. One of the turbines are up and black.
Yeah, a lot of snakes here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's up and black.
if you guys are trying to come and roam around here, you better be careful. You know, you must carry your snake bite medicine drug. It's rugged, but being rugged makes it unique and beautiful. It depends on the purpose. If you are on scouting and tourism, it's beautiful. If you want some other development, it's rugged, costly, especially like road.
That's the water. Yeah.
One of
That's
the water
yep.
water treatment station. There is
On the
a
other side is the power one.
dam.
This is the one here that.
There's a water dam somewhere.
Yeah. Sort of. It's the.
Oh, this is the one here. You see? So that's the water dam, and the water there is. You can see it's not clean.
It goes into two different holes here. This one is for water. That's for power. You see.
Yeah. So this is the one. When we have dry season, then the water dries. We have problem.
And because when it dries, they open up the dam. When it opens up the dam, the water is controlled here. In here.
So that dam there, it serves two purposes.
Yes.
For the hydro, for the power, and as well as water to supply the city of Port Moresby. Yeah, the road at this moment it's good. You know, I haven't seen it been deteriorated for now. So the road is still okay. Just that it's narrow.
You see, there's another water reservoir there.
Okay.
That's for water PNG.
Purpose of coming up to Sogeri is to go and see the woodlot planting somewhere up there, which was planted by forestry guys. One of these International Day of Forest in 2016.
Well, it's still there.
So we go and see whether the trees are surviving and growing or whether they've died out. So that's now beginning. That's the climb that we came through. That's Sogeri Road climb, and there is a steeper one here before we get to Sogeri. And Sogeri, that's where Sogeri National High School is located, as well as a couple of guest houses and like backpackers or something. And that also leads, there is a road, walking track that you can walk, the Kokoda Track. Okay, so you want to track the Kokoda Track, this is the road that you will take. Go up to Sogeri and then drive up to where the road ends, and then the track starts from there. So go into the bush and you walk all the way to Kokoda in Papua. So that's the Kokoda Track that was used in the World War II when the PNG Fujiwaji Angels rescued Australian armies, wounded armies there to carry them all the way from Kokoda to get them to Port Moresby for medical attention. And this is the road that they followed. And just see how rugged it is. It was and still is. Just see. But beautiful, very beautiful view.
Going to take a look.
Yeah, maybe just there. Alright, so just take a view from here. So this is Sogeri Plateau, right at the top. And this is clouds. If we can stand here and we look down. So Port Moresby is set up back there. It's quite smoky today, but that's the road that we came through. You see the winding road. You have to go up that way and then come. Yeah, because it's steep. Then see the top. See this power pylon. Ah, we have this terminal here. Just to go on top. Okay. We can go on top here. Look up. Just have a look. See. And watch out, don't go too close. You see, that's the river. Yeah, and the forest on the other side. And this species here, I think it must be Guinea. This is the lookout. Yeah, so you see going all the way there. Yeah, and this is a stairways that I think went, I don't know whether it went right down or just stopped somewhere. Come on, I'm coming right down to the edge. Wow. Oh yeah, this one. The stairway just goes there and stop. You can stand there and look down to the goats, to the river below. Yeah, so that's the water and hydro piping. Yeah, that's going up, so that's where Sogeri is. We're going to head that way. But this is the range, Sogeri range, and at the top is like it's a plateau. So Sogeri range plateau, I guess, if we can call it that way. All right, see. Hi.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Yes, yes.
There's a water there.
Oh, it's bridge is yet to be opened.
So that's a new bridge, not used yet. It's yet to be officially opened. So that's PNG Power setup.
One of the setups there, Rouna 1. I think that's Rouna 1.
Okay, so this is Sogeri now. We'll climb this road up to the top, and that's Sogeri. So that's the power transformer and the setup. Okay, so we're at the top. This is Sogeri.
There's the water rata.
Oh, that's the very rata road that goes in there. And the climate here is cooler. So even in the daytime, this time like this, just see the view.
That's the Sogeri Valley.
The Sogeri Valley? Yeah.
That's the backpacker lodge.
Right, we have Kokoda Trail Hotel, Sogeri. So that's a Sogeri Lodge as well, Kokoda Trail Hotel. We are going down. Sogeri National High School is ahead. Then you have that club, Koitaki Country Club is further up. Okay, so this is the river here. This is the water that
been dammed.
That's the water that has been dammed for the hydro, and as well as the water for the city. So it's flowing down that way.
That's the road to Kokoda Track.
And this is the war memorial. So that's the road there. It goes to Kokoda Track. So that's the death road. It becomes a problem if it's wet. So this is the little Sogeri establishment station. This house is what belongs to
United Church.
Oh, United Church. Does it have any government establishment?
Yeah.
Like district? Yeah, district. It's ahead.
We're almost there.
That's where the shop also is.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, see the river there. And we have this bridge here. And a small stream that goes into the main river. So one of the shop here, owned by one of the Asians, I think. Chinese are everywhere. So that's the Sogeri police station. So this is the district. District?
It's a sub-district.
Sub-district.
It's part of
Setup.
Kairuku Hiri.
That's the market.
This is Yarawari Secondary.
Yarawari Secondary High School, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So that's Yarawari Secondary High School.
Later we'll come.
Yarawari Drifters. That road goes to the Sogeri National High School, the Koitaki Country Club. Okay, this
It's going to Rouna Dam.
that road going to the Sogeri Dam. So that's where the plantings were done, huh? Okay. Alright, so you have now viewed this road trip by vehicle from Port Moresby to Sogeri. Now you're aware of business projects or other development projects that are along this road. Though I may not have shown that clearly to you, you would know now what business or development project that lies along this Port Moresby Sogeri highway. So you would know now. It's rough, but I hope you have enjoyed, and give it a liking, subscribe, and also give it a thumbs up. I would advise here that you keep in tune, because the next presentations will be the Sogeri Dam, the Variarata National Park, or Sogeri National High School, and the Alwari Technical Secondary School, Kokoda Track, and those lodges there, Kokoda Track Motel, the Sogeri Lodge, and as well as the Koitaki Country Club, bungalows. Yeah, and then water PNG's setups, purification and treatment and the dams along this Sogeri highway, and as well the presentation to you on the PNG power stations from all the Rouna stations, and as well as the hydro plant. Okay, so I would advise that you stick around, keep an eye on this channel, so that you can be able to view those other presentations that will come up. I think they are very important and they are very exciting, that you would want to watch. With that, thank you very much and stay blessed.